morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host, I'm Sekou Wrights, and I am an author. Here's my book right here, Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. So you saw the intro. Here it is again. My dad is popping up on the screen, and let's give him a round of applause. Let me find it. Let's pull him in. Hey, Pop, how's it going?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm gonna add the zip code to our back screen. Yeah, there we go. Make it look like we're making some money.
Yeah. I hope you are.
Yeah. Actually, it's a good segue. That's a good segue. So what I'm doing is I'm trading back on the how can I say this, man? I'm trading less in the beginning because in the beginning we start the show and I'd be like, I just finished such a trade, right? But
Right.
now I don't. Now I don't because I'm trying a new time frame. And so they're saying that this time frame is better than this time frame that I have been using. So it's hard though. It's hard, but I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So we'll see what happens. That's for those of you who've been watching. That is daily hustle. So daily trading, right? So yeah, check it out. Follow me with it. Okay, Pop. So what we talking about today? Now, there's one thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about, but let it be open to everyone. But I want to know to tell me more about the Morrison Golf Classic because my phone is a Google phone. My phone has been pulling up all these different photo galleries. I was looking at it this morning. I was like, what is this? There are all these different photo galleries, people in white, all these people in white and color and different pictures. All these pictures are coming at me. So tell me about the Morrison Golf Classic.
Well, it's 20 years in the making. Well, actually, it took us 23 years to get 20 years in as a tournament. And so I'm not surprised that there are lots of photographs.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we have a few ourselves.
Yeah, I bet.
But the initial thing was around you.
Around me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were going to the Cape, as we still do. So it's probably 30 plus years going to the Cape.
Okay.
And you needed a playmate, so we invited some other kids down to the Cape with us so that they could be with you.
Okay.
And then some of the kids' parents were also golfers, as was I. Still am, sort of.
Right.
And we, so it became a kind of a vacation, Cape Cod, family golfing situation. And it grew from there into the Morrison Classic. And you had a lot to do with the Classic. We were just saying tournaments. You got us into the Classic system and name.
Wow. I turned it up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And many of the spots, where there are probably photographs and contacts, it was you. I mean, you had a calendar and a network that reached lots of people, and you knew about a lot of institutions that could be, and in some cases were helpful and supportive, particularly Toyota auto industry or enterprise.
Toyota? What's Toyota got to do with it?
Well, they were sponsors. That's what they got to do with it.
Wow. Okay.
And there was a lady, I think she was in Texas, that you knew, as well as Harriet knew. I think she and Harriet were classmates the college they attended,
Okay.
and maybe even sorority sisters. But in any event, they hooked up. They knew each other, but they hadn't seen each other in a while. But they hooked up at the Mars and Golf Classic because you got this lady to participate, and she was for a while Rap's. I mean, chief Mars and Golf Classic chief sponsor,
Really?
and they did cars. They did materials.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, I don't have my phone with me, but hold on a second.
My dad is going to get the stuff, going to get the details. So Fee has said, "Good morning, Papa George." That's cute. And he's also said, "Playmates." That's cute too. Yeah, Playmates for me. Yeah. And
Can you
here he
see that?
is. Yeah, move it up a little bit higher. Yeah, Toyota. Yeah,
Yeah,
Toyota. What?
yeah.
So what's that?
Well, this is a pocket that's on the back of my cell phone. I mean, I
Oh,
put it there. It didn't come with that, but that's just one of the items that Toyota gave us to give to
wow.
other people at
Wow.
the tournament.
I was a busy boy.
Yes, you were.
Wow. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I started getting pictures of something else too. Um, what was it? Um, I don't I don't remember. Uh, I don't remember right now, but it was something that happened during the Cape. And it sounded ridiculous. It just sounded like wow. So anyway, it's a really good thing that all these pictures are coming up because we're about to go, aren't we? We're about to go
Yeah, actually, that's right. Next week.
next week. Next week, and so
Late
we would
last week in August.
right, and so that's what our date
Just
was,
before we get out, just before Labor Day.
right? And so that was our marquee day, right? Like
That's
right.
right. And we want to be off the Cape by Labor Day.
Okay, okay. Well, that's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So now that we've known about the the Marcy Golf Classic, tell me a bit about something from your old days, like something from your long ago days. Mom said something about there was a firebombing, a firebombing in
Mm.
like they firebomb maybe Reps building or something like that.
Yes, 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 yes,
Okay, tell
yes.
me that. Tell me that. I'm not familiar with this.
Uh, when Rap's second building in Highland Park
Okay, wait, we're
was,
talking about for the people that don't know, RAP is Roxbury Action Program. That's Dad's nonprofit that he founded with co-founded with Lloyd King, right?
yes,
Got it, got it. Okay, so that's their nonprofit. All right, so go ahead.
and it's in Roxbury, Massachusetts, which is a part of Boston,
Right,
Massachusetts.
right.
And the second property office space we acquired was the Kittredge House. And
Mm,
at one time, there was a Kittredge estate in Highland Park. So it was a big deal in a big house and a historic one. And it still exists. It's number 10 Linwood Street
okay.
in Highland Park. And I don't know, I think it was, we had a building keeper who had a one bedroom off space apartment in this office building, which is about I don't know, 8 or 9 offices.
Mm,
And I think he was cooking, and it kind of got some more smoke than fire. But the fire department came, and they kind of overreacted. But they got the fire out. There actually was not much of a fire,
mm,
but one of them was about to put an axe into the roof, and I stepped in front of him. And I said,
mm.
"Hey, listen, there's no fire going on up here. The fire was downstairs and it's out. You guys ought to be out of here." Uh,
Wow.
and somebody then behind him came up and said, "Hey, come on, let's go." So I think that's what she's talking about. That's what I remember.
Wow. That's deep. That's deep, Pop. That's some serious stuff going on out there.
Yeah, he's about to destroy the building for no reason, at least a part of it.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's scary stuff. That's
Yeah, but uh, since we're talking about fire and firemen, you should know that there was a time, again, in the same time period in Roxbury, where firemen were setting abandoned buildings af- aflame so that they could make overtime. The Kevin White, the then mayor, said no more overtime for firemen. So they're creating ways to make overtime and extra money by burning down structures in Highland Park and Roxbury.
oh really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, bad scene.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Um, my mom also mentioned what was it now? Um, uh, blood something. Blood something.
Who?
Blood something. A blood something. Blood.
Doesn't, doesn't ring a bell. Maybe it'll come to me 3 o'clock tomorrow
Bloody
morning.
Sunday. Bloody Sunday. Bloody Sunday. Is that ring a bell?
Oh, that sounds like a civil rights march.
Yeah, Civil Rights March. Civil Rights
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
What was
yeah.
that?
Well, I was involved in most of the major marches.
Wow. Okay, including Bloody Sunday.
Yes, Bloody
Okay.
Sunday was Selma, Alabama, and
Selma, Alabama.
the Edward Pettus Bridge. We were going to march over.
I ran at this bridge. I ran
Yeah,
at this bridge.
yeah. I've been over it a few times, but that day we didn't get over. They attacked us.
Wow. Wow. So separated by so many years and generations, but my my group, Black Men Run, started a race at that at that bridge, and it was this whole event. And our group was to go up across that bridge, and we took pictures and
Historic.
yeah, it was monumental. It was
Yeah.
monumental, and to know that you were there, I mean, that's crazy to me. Like thinking about the difference in time periods that we were both at the same place. Wow, that's that's yeah. I mean, I was much less Dangerfield than your time, but it's still. I felt. You know what I'm remembering? I'm remembering right now. Remembering
Mm.
that a guy was saying that he ran the first leg. He ran the first leg running out and over the bridge. And he's like, man, I just couldn't believe the feeling that he had. He said he had this feeling of running in somebody's shoes, like the men in there that were there before were, trying to get over this bridge. I got over it and more. And I was like, yeah, man, that's deep. That's deep. I ran the final leg of that trip.
Okay.
So,
Congratulations.
thank you. From Selma, Alabama to was it Louisville?
I don't know. I don't know. All I remember is Selma and Edward Pettus Bridge.
Edward Press Bridge. Yeah. Wow, that's really crazy. That's really crazy that we were at the same place at the same time, separated by so many years.
Well, that means that the genes were working. The genes are working.
Yeah. Yeah, the genes are working. The genes are working. Yeah, that's right. So we put up Rock Action Program for those of you that missed it, and it's based in Massachusetts, and it's still going strong. It's still going strong. So it's like 50 some odd years it's been
50
open.
plus. Yeah, about 53, 54 years.
Okay, that's right.
But you should be clear that I'm no longer uh, running it or on the board or the organization officially. I'm sometimes called in as an advisor.
Yes, yes, I understand that, but I went to the recent um, board meeting, and they were talking about that they would just use you for something big. And I was like, oh wow, they're still talking to Dad. They still got you involved. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
really
actually, I was asked to attend a meeting this week,
oh,
Monday
oh
of this
really?
week. Yeah, with the Boston Historical Society.
Yes, that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. What's going on?
Well, as I understand it, I wasn't a part of the original deal, but as I understand it, they own some properties in Highland Park, and they don't want to own property. I mean, they want to save and restore properties and get them to the rightful owner, whoever that is, or whatever group that might be. And in this case, Island Park is RAP, and so that same building I told you about, our office at 10 Linwood Street, the Kitchers House, was one of the properties they made available, the possibility for RAP to purchase.
Mm,
Fully restored, and back now it's fully a residential space, no longer an office space. It was a residential space when we had been a residential space when we purchased it, but we used it as an office with that uh, one bedroom space for the caretaker. And then the Marcus Garvey church, one of his churches, was also in Roxbury in Highland Park, and RAP has purchased that. But there was an understanding that there would be partnerships, and Malcolm, your brother and chairman of the board, said he thought that they weren't living up to their partnership agreement or understanding, and so he asked me to sit in. So that's what that was about.
wow, wow. And I'm remembering something from this now too. Was it the building a big a big building with really big pillars?
Yes, 6 of them.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that.
That should be in the book. Rap
Oh
Model
yeah,
City.
yeah, in the book.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, right. And so that's residential now.
Yes, fully residential.
Wow, wow. I remember that. That was 2 floors, right?
Uh,
All it was ours, right?
yeah, one. Uh, it's primarily one,
Okay,
um, and there's a unfinished basement, and a second floor of kind of an open space, which was my office at the top of the building.
okay,
That's still available and open. They're not the tenants kind of use it if they're having a meeting and so forth. But the
okay.
rest of it is I'm not sure how many units they are, but they're condo units.
Wow, that's interesting.
Hmm.
That's interesting. And so, where does where does RAP have its meetings now?
Two places. Linwood Street, number 3, I think it is the number, Linwood Street, and Roxbury Community College, which is also in Highland Park.
Okay,
And RAP played a role in having them uh, end up land in Highland Park, as there could be any other part of Roxbury, but they're in Highland Park. Have now been there a number of years.
wow.
I
Okay,
don't remember the number.
okay, wow. Big doings, big doings, big doings. Yeah. So, anything else you wanted to talk about today, Pop?
Nah, no, uh, I would say talk about being prepared for Cape Cod.
Oh yeah,
Let's get there and have some fun.
yeah, yeah. So, tell me about the Cape because there was somebody affiliated with the Marston Golf Classic that showed places like a museum, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Relative.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yeah. Sorry, he passed. Uh,
Mm.
John Reed was
John
the.
Wick, yeah.
That ring a bell to you too,
Yeah,
huh?
that rings a bell. That rings a bell, yeah.
Yeah, the African American Museum on Cape
Yeah.
Cod in Hyannis, Mass, which is, kind of the main city on the mainland of Cape Cod. There is a new director, and the museums are still functioning.
Hmm.
And every time we go down, at least once a year, we go by. At least some of the members of that are part of our group in that time period go and usually the director or somebody will give us a tour of what's going on of the exhibits in the museum.
Hmm.
And
That's
of course,
great.
there are things to buy within the museum as well. So it's
Okay.
a supportive system.
Okay. That's really great.
We encourage people to, when they're on the Cape, to check that out.
To check that out. To check that
Yeah.
out. All right. We'll have to check it out this time.
Okay.
We'll have to take Fee King to check that out. Because I know you check me out. It'd be to check me out for me too, to remind me of being there. Because I'm catching bits and pieces of it in my mind. But yeah, I would love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah.
Easily done, brother. Easily done.
Easily done. Easily done. All right. Yeah. So I was something else I was going to talk about, but I can't remember what. Oh, I wanted to let you know that I did a um a class last week. No, this past Wednesday. This past Wednesday, and
Okay.
I did a class on making money, and it went really well. I just wanted to share that with you because
Wonderful.
I forgot to send you the link, but it went really well. It went really well. Yeah, it was,
You get your feet wet.
yeah, yeah. I do. I do. I got my feet wet in a new category of of counterpoint for me. For me as a person, doing something like that is completely different. So I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. So I have to
Well,
show you back. I have to talk to you guys about it when I come up to the Cape.
I take that as a growth step.
Growth step.
Yeah.
Yes. A growth step for sure.
Okay.
For
Good.
sure. For sure.
Good.
All right, Pop. So anything else you want to say before we close out?
No, are you going to play golf on the Cape? Should I prepare a golf
Oh, I
set?
gotta. So Fee found it. Fee found my
Your
little.
executive set?
Yeah, I was like, oh wow. So I'm gonna have to try it though, but emphasis on try because my right arm still hurts, and so
Okay.
I'm gonna try it and
We can do
see.
miniature golf. How's that?
I think if we're gonna try it, I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna go out there and try it.
All right. All
and
right. All
get it,
right.
get it.
Executive bag will work.
Yeah, yeah. Executive bag will work, and
Okay.
definitely 9 holes. If anything, gotta keep it low.
We'll try 9 holes. How's that?
Yeah, yeah, we'll
Okay.
try. We'll try. All right, folks. All right, Pop. Well, I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys soon.
Indeed.
And Reverend Melissa is saying hi, Papa George. Thank you for sharing your financial wisdom with Rockland CSL. Hey, Papa George. Hey, Mom Janet.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm good.
You got something you want to say?
Just hello.
Okay. All right, folks. I'll see you guys later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm getting my outgoing message. Here it is. Here it is. All right, folks. That was me hanging out with Pops. Again, it's interesting how close my mind is and how far away it is at the same time. It's like it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. And so I've gotten some good memories, and I'm about to make some more new good memories going out to the Cape. Yeah, going out to the Cape, and apparently this whole little thing that I used to get together. I get to check that out as well. So have a great weekend, and remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Ashe.